looking at Broken Myth Esports, you can just pick any three of them and it would be a 3v3 meta.
I can see that. I can see why.
But yeah, here is your
Ooh.
lineup. They're going to be Ozo, Scarf, Baron, Jewel, Yates on the side of Fearless.
And we have Samuel, Gwen, Petal, Koshka, and Finn for Broken Myth.
I am excited to see how well this Ozo is
I
going to
am
work.
excited to see this Petal. We haven't
Ditto.
seen, gameplay. We haven't seen these heroes yet today.
I did not see them at all in the past mobile esports arena. This is something. I mean, I'd see them like being picked in the Vainglory,
Casuals,
the
yeah.
VPL, but it's just like a niche pick that sometimes works, but it really doesn't. Now, this is actually the draft for a legitimate draft for both of these teams, but hey, we'll see how this game one is gonna start. But looking at their lineup, how would you call the game?
Um, Broken Myth has heroes that are really good for early game. Like you see this Koshka. Koshka isn't really someone who can last. Well, has more potential in early game than late game.
Yeah.
Unlike Ozo, uh, honestly, I haven't seen Ozo been played in a lot of 5v5 because after that third jump, really, you can render Ozo useless.
Completely useless at that point, yeah. And this, we might see a really, really aggressive early mid game here for both these teams, just so that they can maximize the potential of their chosen heroes. I mean, Petal is going to be effective in the early to the mid game. I mean, same as Ozo, but as soon as we hit the late game stage, I mean, if we hit the 15-minute mark, we will see them drop off, and it's all going to be about how well the setups are going to be for the captains here for both of these teams. Well, yeah, there's a bit of
There's
a skirmish.
a early clash happening in the middle.
Yeah, it is a bit of a skirmish here for both these teams. I am badass. Oh, we can't say that. Well, let's say it. So yeah, I am badass is actually fighting back. Nice
Oh my
hook
god.
though, taking that Lord Voldemort and gets actually the first blood.
First blood, second. Double kill
That's a
for
double.
Scarf.
That is going to be significant because if you're going to be the Scarf player, you're going to have to get as much kills as you can so that you can immediately go to your core crystal power weapon items there.
That skin though, it's so cute.
Yeah, the unicorn skin.
Yeah, the cat skin.
But yeah, if you're just tuning in, we are live right now at the mobile esports arena. Make sure you drop on by, like the Facebook page and all, the entire 9 yards.
So we see here Scarf just farming. Everyone at this point is just really farming.
Yeah, it's the early game. It's the most explosive part of the
Right,
game.
right. The most exciting part of the game is the early game.
Yeah, it's all about farming and making sure that your apples are growing really well, and then make sure you plant the rice well, and make sure you don't have any water crisis that's happening.
Ooh, sir.
And that's a free-flowing river over there that a lot of people would use. But I digress. This is game number 1, already a 2-0 lead here by Fearless. A very significant lead in the early game. That's almost 1,000 gold lead for them. But Broken Myth Esports, they're trying to put on the pressure here over in the mid lane. Try to just shove the lane over to the turret, make it crash, and then fall back, go to the jungle, farm up. I am badass though is actually feeling pretty badass here.
Yep. But ended up trying to stun Finn there, and we all know the perk of Finn.
Oh, nice
Ooh,
hook
nice
by
hook.
gets Voldemort, but Voldemort will be able to make it out by the skin of his teeth.
Just a little tiny piece of, like a little tiny, kick, and Voldemort would have died there.
Yeah. One blow of the wind, he would have died. Genesis Zlatan, though, is dealing a lot of damage onto I Am Badass, but I Am Badass is actually starting to hurt at this point. And he is going to opt to go back. Lord Voldemort is just going to go
There
back
you
to the
go.
lane.
We see, stuns.
Yeah, QNH is actually
QNH has to be very careful here.
in a bad spot there.
Yeah.
As well as Gwen. that could easily hit you with aces and then just kite you to oblivion.
But our players are still at level 4. Most of them are, at least.
Yeah, there's nothing
Yeah,
nothing
but
too significant yet.
Jewel has to be careful because Jewel's ability, her perk is that once she turns to her back, she's more vulnerable.
Yeah, and you don't want to show your back against Gwen, but hold that thought though. Lord Voldemort gets hooked again by I Am
Oh
Badass. That's
wow,
gonna
I
be
am
another kill
badass.
for I Am Badass.
I am badass, really proving himself. Really, maybe he is a badass right now.
Maybe he is. Yeah, he's 1-0-2 so far. But the real star in this game is this Carf with a 2-0-1 scoreline KDA ratio there. And they're starting to apply a lot of pressure here over in the mid lane. I'm not going to be surprised if the mid lane is going to fall anytime soon. But we do see a huge rotation here from Broken Myth Esports. Kasha is going to join the fight. I Am Badass dropping dangerously low on HP,
Nice.
but he does get the stun. And Razylicious is actually going to reunite. Ozo, there goes the jump from Ozo. Connects onto Voldemort and Genesis Lantern, but it's just not enough for them.
Both teams are really low right now. Badass and very Razylicious.
Yeah, Razylicious.
Razylicious.
We call him Raze
Yeah.
now.
Wolf Small missing there. I think players right now are just going to TP home to regenerate. But then we see a clash in the top lane right now.
Oh no, Ludenberg. Luden is actually not in a good spot. Good thing he still has the turret aggro working for him. But as soon as the turret starts targeting the minions, it might be a completely different story because QNH and Neo Kazuma will be focusing on the turret, and there's nothing that Luden could do here. We do see a huge rotation here. Raze is going to be there. There goes the rest of the guys. Ozo will be able to secure the kill. Koshka is going to try to deal as much damage as she can, but she's just going to deter them from pushing. There's nothing that they could do about this tier 1 turret over the top lane. It's going to fall down.
Turret. Oh, Koshka.
Oh, Koshka will actually get Neo Kazuma.
Yeah,
Goes for it.
Oh my god.
QNH is dropping dangerously low as well. Doomsday is going at it. There is going to be a rotation from Genesis late, and I believe he does have the hook ready. Oh, not yet. Doesn't have the hook ready, but that was a good save for the tier 1 turret.
Yeah, it was a good response from the Finn as well, because he was able to, basically save Koshka from dying.
Just his presence
Alone,
made the
yeah.
pushback. But yeah, this is going to be a different thing, though. The mid lane is the main point of contention here for both of these teams, and this is where almost all of the action is happening. Right now, Fearless having a 4-1 lead is kind of big. But speaking of being big, I Am Badass doesn't feel as big right now because Genesis Lathan is on level 6. He has his own hook. He has a hook of his own,
Yeah.
which if he connects it to I Am Badass, that might spark the end of his life for the next couple of seconds.
I Am Badass. Wolf Small. Stunning Finn, but really it only silences him.
Yeah. Lord Voldemort cannot target I Am Badass at all because he needs to focus on Finn as well, because, well, Scarf as well.
Iron Mandate.
Where is it going to go? It is going to go towards
lane,
the top lane. Doomsday. Oh, nice hook out to Ludenberg. And he is going to fall down. Neo Kazuma secures the kill, and Doomsday.
Yummy Catnip Frenzy. Oh my gosh.
Man, that is going to be an easy tier 1 turret if I could ever ask one. But the bottom lane turret is actually being pushed out here. Baron already secured the tier 1 turret.
That Force Accord really missed everyone. Only got the minions, but then.
I mean, that's still money, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
But let's have a look at the bottom lane, though. I think Petal's having a really hard time against this Baron. Yeah, even a level gap.
Yeah, but the thing is, because the face-off between the heroes right now, I think Petal is at a disadvantage because you see how you see how Baron has that damage that can damage minions as well as because Petal has minions. So
Minions.
yeah, minions. So Petal has to keep on planting those seeds.
Yeah, that's all she has to do. But yeah, this is what Fearless is doing. They're going for the rotates. They can go for the kills, but at the same time, they also go for objectives. And objectives is the name of the game here in Vainglory. They're already at the tier 2 turret of the top lane and the bottom lane, and they're doing quick work of this tier 2 turret. This is something that is
Hello.
not working good for them. Petal is going to be caught there by Ozo. And that is going to be a...
Oh?
Oh,
Oh.
oh, does not, the ultimate does not connect from Q1H, and this
Yummy
might be a
Catnip
counter.
Frenzy on Jewel.
That's going to be a
Ace is
counter
high
attack.
on Jewel as well. Wow. Jewel just ate 2 ultimates right there.
I mean, that's a kill secured, but that's
Very
worth.
secure kill. You see the Iron Cannon coming
Oh.
from Baron.
Oh, Lord Voldemort once again gets hooked by Yates. Yates, actually, I don't think Yates have missed his hook for the past
But
couple
the
of...
Force Accord was blocked.
Yeah.
Good on, I think I am a badass for blocking that one.
Now Finn is actually dangerously low. He's going to fall down by the hands of Yates again.
Yummy Catnip, no, sorry. Yummy Catnip Frenzy, like a while ago, was really on point to really secure that kill for Jewel.
Yeah.
Jewel was not going anywhere.
And that ace is high, just making sure that it connected as well.
Really
That's a...
kill secure.
There's nowhere you could go. But here's the thing, though. Broken Myth Esports have yet to start with their pushes.
Yeah.
They have not damaged a single turret as far as I could remember. And this is going to be bad because Fearless, they have an easy access towards the jungle area of Broken Myth Esports. That means that's going to be the Crystal Trent down. That's going to be the Weapon Trent and the Gold Oak as well. And this might be another follow through here from Fearless. Might actually see Lord Voldemort die again, just like in Harry Potter.
Okay.
Oh, there goes the ultimate. Gets the hook as well in the right area at the right time. Man, Fearless. They really are fearless. And I'm a badass.
Gets stunned though.
Koshka does have the catnip ready. She does get hooked by I Am Badass, but they're just going to disengage here. There's no point in fighting this. They're having a hard time. And they need to defend their tier 1 turret because it's going to fall down without a doubt. But
Iron Cannon from Baron.
oh,
but then the fountain coming out from Finn.
Just on time.
Yes, just right on time.
Oh, nice hook! But no follow throughs there by Doomsday. He was too far away. That would have been something. But this is going to be a...
Oh, wow.
Nothing
Jump
else you could
jets,
talk
though.
about. Yeah, the jump jets. And Razor Delicious with 1 HP, still saying. Just going to go back. But this is going to be a counter engagement here by Broken Myth Esports. But that's going to be the ultimate by Jewel. Going to be securing the kill onto Koshka. And this is immediately not a lot of damage dealers here on the side of Broken Esports. They're going to be relying on Gwen and Samuel at this point, but they do not have enough damage.
You saw how Koshka ate that big red button right there. Amazing power coming from Jewel. She does have the Spellfire and tier 2 boots.
And that's already a sign that this is a very, very fed squad.
There's a big gold lead in favor of Fearless.
Yeah, that's almost a 10,000 gold lead for them, and that's all going towards their items, and almost all of their core items are already there. And this is going to be a Ghost Wing capture. If Broken Myth Esports could steal this away from Fearless, they should be able to push a couple of turrets if they could get a wipe out of Fearless.
Yeah.
But they're not going to go for it. Instead, this is going to be an easy Ghost Wing take by Fearless. Black Claw, though, is an objective that these guys could go for. And this Jewel not having any problems with a 2v1. But this
Catnip Frenzy on Ozo.
Ozo does have the Bangarang up, but he's not going to be using it just yet. And Ozo, ooh, he barely survives there. And that is just actually good timing from that Baron. And this is going to be a counter initiate from Fearless, and they are making it work.
Bangarang on Gwen.
And that nice hook, but where are your teammates? They're all waiting for you to respawn. So this is going to be a dead Finn, no doubt. And then
triple kill for Ozo.
6-1 and 4 for Ozo. They're getting Black Claw all at the same time as well. And yeah, this is how you're supposed to play the game, no doubt.
It's a lot of action happening right now.
Yeah.
It is 19-3 in favor of Fearless.
And it is an almost 20,000 gold lead here for Fearless. And
that is the Black Claw unleashed.
Let's talk about win conditions here for Broken Myth Esports. 3 aces, 2 Black Claws, and then a lot of pushes. That's how I could see
Oh
they're going to
wow!
reset that. But with the way that Fearless is just going further and further towards the base of Broken Myths Esports, I don't think the reset is going to happen anytime for Broken Myths because Fearless, they're feeling really fearless. And look at the
Oh
damage
my God!
being
That
dealt on the
Iron Can!
Ludenberg.
Oh wow! That damage!
That just really is a lot of damage going in down the line. This is going to be a done tier 3 turret, and they are diving the Vainglory Crystal as well. They don't give a damn about the game, even about the aggro. And
Oh wow!
that's
That was uncalled for. It was a lot of damage.
yep,
But
that is
Doomsday
GG.
right now is just standing, sadly.
Yeah, there's nothing else that we could do
Big
there.
red button.
Just for a good measure.
And that is the game.
That
First
was
game.
that was a pretty decisive first game,
Yeah.
if you ask me.
It is 23-3. And we see you see the Gwen just only having the Sorrow Blade. And
Yeah, I'm excited to see a Ringo, to be completely fair, but I'm not expecting to see a
ooh,
Ringo.
someone bought the Battle Pass last season.
Yes, they did. But yeah, this is gonna be Arden, Ringo, Petal, Koshka, and Scarf on the side of Broken Myth Esports.
And we see a Churn Walker, a Samuel, a Saw, and Magnus, and Fortress.
On the side of Fearless.
Yep.
It's legitimately been a while since I saw Ringo.
We see 2 cats on this side and 1 dog on this side.
Yeah, that's a fight. That's a normal fight there.
Yep. Oh. Petal and Petal. Hello.
Start moving, Petal. Well, the character is moving, but
Okay. Okay, there you go.
all right. So game number 2. This is do or die for Broken Myth Esports. If they don't play really well, Fearless is gonna move on towards the semi-finals. Yeah, this is the quarterfinals. So yeah, Fearless instead is actually gonna opt to go straight for the crystal Trent.
There's 3 of them there.
Well, yeah,
I hope they are aware that there is no more
ambient.
ambient gold.
Yeah, that would be so bad if they didn't know about it. But
It's their turn, I guess.
I'm dumbfounded, completely shocked about the entire
Pickings?
picks. Yeah, to be completely honest. I mean,
No, because right now we always just see the same heroes, like the metas,
yeah,
and the newer heroes. Because the newer heroes, I believe, are a bit more balanced
yeah.
for 5v5 than,
Than these guys,
Yeah.
like the old school poster
Nothing
boys.
against them.
Nothing
They
against
are
them.
amazing heroes. I mean, we all did start with them, so.
Yeah. I mean, it would be amazing if like we could see like an Idris, a Kestrel being picked up as well later on, but that's gonna happen later on if possible. But for the meantime, mid lane though, Fearless is opting to go for a bit of a small skirmish there against Myth, and able to dwindle down the HPs.
We see Fortress just trying to steal jungle.
Yeah, stealing the jungle, trying to get as much money as they can. In the meantime, this is actually not looking good for Fearless. This is a small skirmish. Lord Voldemort dealing a lot of damage. That hook does connect, but no follow through is going to happen. The hook again connects, but not much is going to happen. I Am Badass needs to fall back here for a bit. Raze is dangerously low on HP. He also stood there for a time being.
Ooh.
I Am Badass again connecting the hooks. Really
Fearless, really being fearless in mid lane again.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to deal a lot of damage to you. Don't care.
Up. Almost got him.
Almost caught him. Top lane though for the meantime. Raline.
Oh, this is going to be hard for
Demas.
Petal again because, Saw with the stacks, he can just
Just keep going on and on and on.
and on, and like just delete the minions.
Yeah, which is something that Broken Myth Esports, well, Demas does not want to happen. He needs the minions. And Raline needs all the money he can go and just... See, he's wasting water and there's already a water crisis ongoing.
Or is that necessary?
Yeah, it's... I'm here to make a point, guys.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, going back into the game. Let's not stray
There's,
further from here.
we're almost 4 minutes in, and there's no first blood yet. Interesting.
Broken Myth, they're just playing it safe. They don't want to give away any easy kills to Fearless because they know if Fearless starts getting the kills, the momentum is just going to keep going forward further and further for them. And it's going to be
Broken Myth
hard.
didn't even contest Neo Kazuma and I Am a Badass from taking the jungle.
Which is sad. But yeah, this is, all things considered, this is a pretty chill game.
Compared to the last one, I guess.
Yeah, 4 minutes in during game number 1, we already had like 3 deaths.
Yeah, a double kill for
For
the mid laner as well.
Yeah, and this is
so chill right now.
yeah, I mean, you all can just like farm, I guess, but I think we might have ourselves a bit of an action here. Koshka jumps in onto QNH, but QNH will be able to escape, no doubt.
But we see Neo Kazuma, you know,
Going
maybe
in as well.
For some kills.
Yeah, they're eyeing out Doomsday, and I think this is going to be the first blood going for Fearless. No! Ringo makes it out by the skin of his teeth.
Potion. The magical potion, eh?
Potion works. That's why you always got to carry one, guys.
Really, still no first blood at 5 minutes in.
I think Myth is playing it really safe. And yeah, Fearless trying to be fearless, but they can't find any way for them to be fearless at this point because Broken Myth, they are very fearful, if that's even a word.
Okay, so
Demus makes it out. Okay. No follow throughs, but this is a huge rotation.
This is going to be a 3v1
no,
if they do choose to engage.
And they are going to disengage instead. I think there's going to be a rotation over to the mid lane, though. That's going to be the case here. Oh, the hook does not connect onto Lord Voldemort.
I think I Am a Badass has a specialty in hooks.
He does pick Yates. Oh, top lane, though. Raline is on a 2v1, and there's nothing that Broken Myth could do. There's really nothing that they could do there at that point.
Right now we have to go back to mid lane.
Yeah, mid lane is where it's all at here for these guys, but there's really nothing.
Really down low, but has a potion.
And will survive. Neo Kazuma is focusing on the Crystal Trent, and that's going to be the ultimate being expended by Scarf as well, but no.
Catnip Frenzy on Magnus.
Magnus will actually survive.
But I Am a Badass still in this, even though he's relatively low on HP.
He's really a badass, and that hook would actually bring Voldemort down to a quarter of HP, but manages to survive. But that's finally gonna be the first blood secured by Raze there. Finally, the first blood in the game. Gets actually 2 kills in that small skirmish.
I think they might push mid lane here. Well, not might. They are pushing mid lane here.
Yeah, they are. That's going to be another kill as well by Saul over the top lane. That was an off-cam kill, and this is going to be the momentum being used by Fearless. They are already at a 6,000 gold lead here, 7 minutes into the game. 3-0 is their scoreline. And they're just going to be playing it relatively safe. Ghost Wing is up for grabs here for Fearless if they choose to.
Ghost. Okay, right now there's not much happening. They are. Oh.
Yeah, this might be an attempt at a steal, but Fearless are really doing a good job just zoning them out there.
But someone is really.
Oh, Ringo does have his ultimate ready. But I don't think it would be enough. That is not going to be a Ghost Wing steal. Instead, Broken Myth Esports is going to go for a counter engagement, but the damage is actually not quite there. And that's going to be the secure kill by Fortress onto Ringo. So that's 1 damage dealer out of the equation. That is Arden down as well. Not a good initiate there by Broken Myth. That's going to be Scarf down as well.
Wow.
Guys.
Triple kill for Neo Kazuma.
Yeah, 4-0-1 for Neo Kazuma. And
I think Neo Kazuma, hands down, we can say that he has an expertise in jungling.
he really does have an expertise in jungling. I mean, he is using a tiger lion thing,
A wolf.
wolf tiger thing, dog.
It's a wolf, I think.
But the fangs are really long though. But yeah, I digress. This is going to be another engagement. Mid lane turret is down for Fearless, and I think this tier 2 turret is going to be the next objective. This is actually a pretty big rotation from Fearless,
The only person we don't see right here is Saw.
who will just do his job and just
Push.
go for the top lane. But the ultimate is going to be expended once again by Scarf. Ludenbrick is going to be caught, but this is a 4v3. This is completely doable by Broken Myth Esports. Samuel is no longer there.
Chains. Painful.
That was a 4v3. And they're still having a hard time.
Seraphic Flare missing, like, didn't really connect with anyone. This is so hard for Broken Myth right now.
Yeah. And this jungle, Ludenbrick is going to get caught there by Magnus. That's going to be a double kill for Magnus as well. Nobody has died yet on the side of Fearless, just to remind you guys.
What do you think Broken Myth has to do at this point?
Don't give away any easy kills. Stick together as a team, rotate as a team, secure objectives. That's the only way that they could reset the economy, potentially reset the game for themselves. But with the way Fearless is going, it's going to be hard for Broken Myth to go for that reset potential.
You see Doomsday's... Okay.
They're getting out microed and out macroed in all levels of the game at this point. I mean, looking at the gold lead, that is a significant gold lead. That is a 12,000 gold lead for Fearless.
Wow.
There's nothing that we could do there, but
Oh,
yeah.
wow, okay. Sorry, I didn't catch that on camera.
That's all good.
But
The minions
Berlin
getting a water party there.
did kill Mr. Lord Voldemort here.
He who shall not be named. But over in the mid lane, though, this is a lot of Myth guys and a lot of Fearless guys are like all on their flanks. All of what I Am Badass has to do is to distract them as much as they can so that they won't be able to get Ghost Wing.
The wolves are out, and that is Ghostwing captured yet again.
Yet again, and Saw is just doing his job over in the top lane, pushing the lane.
That is the thing with Saw. You really have to push.
Yes, he really does have to push.
Yeah,
Speaking of pushing, this is
wow.
Fearless going for the push. There goes the ultimate.
The gauntlet goes down,
connects,
but then
just in time for the barriers. And that's a double kill for Fortress again for Neo Kazuma.
Neo Kazuma is on fire right now.
Quite literally.
Yeah, quite literally right now.
And that's the tier 2 turret down. Broken Myths, they have yet to secure a kill against Fearless.
It is 0-12 in favor of Fearless.
Look at that goal.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Ooh.
ooh. Sir.
You hurt.
Okay,
You
good
hurt.
sir. You hurt. I mean, he has been pushing and okay, that was a lot of damage from Magnus. That Seraphic Flare really did just secure his who went down there? Koshka?
Yeah, that was Koshka.
Koshka's
Ludenberg is
sad life, yeah.
I mean, he just stood there and then all of a sudden he had to put down his phone. Yeah, this is gonna be a Black Claw take if I could ever see one. If I ever saw one, that's no doubt gonna be a Black Claw take. Nothing that Broken Myth Esports could do. Black Claw is gonna start pushing the mid lane, which only has an inhibitor turret up.
Oh no, there's one more.
Yeah, the inhibitor turret. Oh wait, I mixed the games up there.
Yes.
All right, so that's a tier 3 turret. Okay, that's not the inhibitor turret, but yeah, Black Claw is gonna burn tier 3 turret to a crisp. And it's just gonna be the armory standing in between them.
Oh, ow!
and the Vainglory Crystal, but
Fountain goes up from I Am a Badass.
Armory goes down. Black Claw doesn't have much damage. The ultimate is going to be popped there by Scarf, but is not going to be finally get a kill onto
Yummy Cat and
Turnwalker.
Frenzy on, but then Koshka goes down.
And this is the Vainglory Crystal extremely low. They're gonna, if Neo Kazuma can, he would go for a dive. Gauntlet actually connects onto Neo Kazuma, and he's finally gonna get shut down. But it's a bit too late, as this is gonna be a 2-0 in favor of Fearless. Ooh. And a double kill.
That is it. That's GG, sir.
That is a stomp. Almost a perfect game for Fearless.
That is